Good morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. Hello. Everyone's hopping in. Okay, we have a full body conditioning workout today. So we're going to start off with a nice warm up, body weight only, and then we're getting into it. We have 2 circuits that we're going to go through that I will be using some equipment, specifically these 8-pound dumbbells, and I will give you guys an option with the weight bands as well. So put on your shoes because you're going to want that support if you are going to be jumping around, joining me on the high impact stuff. And then besides that, yeah, let's do this thing. So we're going to start you guys off with this warm up. You can come to the end of your mat, hip width apart in our feet, straight legs, soft knees. We'll start to come down, feeling that stretch through the back of the legs. We'll walk ourselves all the way down into this plank position where we'll step in and then open up towards that knee, that leg, close. Do that on the other side. We have a little bit more room than me. And then we will walk back up to the top, reaching our arms above our head, and then going right back down and doing it again 4 more times. So we'll see if we can step that foot as close as we can towards that hand in the front, opening up, following the hand with the eyes so that you rotate through your back, upper back, lower back, both sides, and then we'll walk up to the top. We'll get you guys going through 3 more of these to make it 5 of them total. So take a sweet time with these, no rushing. We'll go nice and slow, get feeling that opening in the hips, back up the legs, and we'll do 5 of those. I have my list of all the warm-up moves. There it is. So we'll go through those last couple, last one. And then as you guys come to an end on those walkout opens, we're going to turn around. So now we have the mat behind us. Going into a lunge, sending both of our arms above our head, alternating legs. We'll go through 10 of these total, 5 per side of these step back lunges. So we'll try to keep those arms as straight as possible, send them above our head as we step back into the lunge, and we are alternating legs for 10 total of those ones. Let's do it. 10 of them. There we go. So we'll get those arms straight. 10 of them, don't accidentally do 20. Once you guys are done, we are going to find ourselves something to hold on to. So I'm going to use this wall over here. We're going to be doing those leg swings, you know and love. Swinging our legs forward and backward equals 1, and we'll do 10 times there and back on this leg, this way. And then we're going to turn and face that, whatever we're holding, and then now swing the legs sideways 10 times, again, there and back is 1. So we'll do that on both sides, and you can start with the forward and the backward, just working with whatever range that you have. And definitely try to find something to hold on to so that you do not have to think about balance. We're going to have lots of time to think about balance, and this is not one of them, okay? So we'll do that on both sides, 10, and then the other side, 10, and not overstretching. I mean, if you can get your leg up higher, that's great, but it has to stay straight on both of those. There you go. Okay, so we'll do that on both legs, both directions, and then we are going to be heading back down into a plank position. So get through those leg swings. As you guys are finishing up, you can walk yourself down into a plank where we're going to stay, lifting the hips up into the air, dropping heel, bending opposite knee, feeling a stretch through the back of the leg. We'll do 6 of these, 3 per side, where I'm walking out right side, left side, and then I'll get back down into a plank. That's 1. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So I lift up the hips and stretching the back of the legs. You'll feel the calves, that lower back of the leg stretching as well. 6. Little blood flow to the brain. And then we'll get back down into the plank and do 3 of these total, where we're walking out 6 at the top. Okay, so I'll let you guys go through that one. Give you about 30 seconds to finish that one up. That one will warm you up. Great. Okay, so we're standing back up after that one. Woo, we got 2 more in this warm up. Back to another variation of a lunge up next. So we need you up on your feet once you are done that last one there. We'll be stepping back into a lunge and then kicking that opposite leg up as high as we can, trying to keep both of our legs straight, specifically this standing one down here. So we'll align our opposite hands so that we reach opposite arm to that foot as it kicks up, and we'll do 10 on this side and then 10 on the other. Now, as you go through these, you might feel like you can get a little bit higher in that leg, but if you can't, that's okay, and I definitely do not expect you guys to touch your foot. That is not necessary on this one, but we will aim in that direction and try to keep the legs straight on those ones. Lunge and kick. Okay, so 10 on both sides, and then we got one more. Okay, so we'll get you guys going on both legs. Final one is in a squat stance. So we'll align our feet so they're a little bit wider than our hips. We have that slight angle out on our toes. We're going to sit ourselves down into a squat and try to grab as close as we can towards our heels. Straighten the legs, back down into the squat, and then we'll stand and lift those arms up. That's 1. We're doing 10 of these, which is going to take us into the first part of our workout. So again, we are working with whatever our body allows us to do. So we don't expect to get your legs all the way straight if it doesn't feel good. Okay, just stop when you start to feel tension, which is not that straight. Okay, I'm just kind of doing this, and then I go back down, and then I lift up to the top. If you're not that comfortable sitting so low, you can always do this just with your hands on your knees rather than reaching down towards your heels. So we'll go through 10 of those, and then we are going to start. We've already started, but should be warm. Warm and ready to go. Okay, so we will get you guys going on 10 total of those ones. And then if you want to grab a little bit of water, that's cool. We're going to start you off with our little balance routine that we know. That's what we've been working on our Wednesday workouts. So we have 2 different movements that we're going to follow off of a timer. You guys are going to be working with these single-sided movements, 30 seconds per side. And the focus here today is balance. Now, with these ones, they definitely do involve the entire body and a lot of core, but you do have to think about it the entire time. And I'm saying that now because the pull back side works really hard on this one. If you're not pulling this in and kind of actively tightening it, you might end up feeling a little bit too much work in your lower back. So remember this if you start to feel that. Now, what I'm going to do is have this timer set. It's going to be a running clock. I'm going to tell you when to switch sides. We're going to be spending 30 seconds on each side and doing 3 sets total. Now, this first one, ideally, I want you guys to have something to hold in your hand. I'm going to be using this 8-pound dumbbell. If you don't have a dumbbell, you probably have a water bottle or a phone or a household object that you can hold in your hand, because it's important that we do have something. Okay, if you have absolutely nothing, grab a towel and you can use that instead. What we're going to do is get down to our single leg deadlift position, and for 30 whole seconds, we're going to hold this here and pass our object back and forth between our hands. Okay, so hopefully I made that look easy, because it ain't easy. You're going to find out why. Okay, so there's a lot of balance involved. So I'm going to press start on this timer. What I need you guys to do is shift all of your weight onto that standing leg and set yourself up with the soft knee. Push your hips back so you're in a very nice deadlift position. And go. I've pressed start on the timer. So we want to be here, and then we're going to pass our dumbbell back and forth. Now, if you are good here, if you can hold your balance, then we can add a little toss, as long as you feel safe doing it. There's that balance. Okay, if you're feeling like you're going to drop it on your toe or drop it on your nice flooring in your house, then do not toss whatever you're holding. But if you're confident, that is going to increase the challenge on this one. So we're switching sides right now. Now what you guys can do is just simply switch legs and extend that other leg back out. If you feel like you're not quite in the right position, you can stand all the way up and then go back down through the hip hinge, and then go through the set. Okay, so we're on that second side. Now you might feel one side is a little easier, a little harder than the other. We have 2 more sets that we're going to do. So we're back to the first side in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, so back to the first one, passing whatever we're holding in our hands. And if you do really want to challenge yourself, if you're good here, and closing our eyes will always increase the intensity of balance. But I wouldn't throw anything with your eyes closed. Okay, go back to a pass, which is probably going to be adequate. We'll find out. Second side in 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch and do the other side. So again, that core that I was talking about, starting to feel that low back working. It's because we're in this bent over position. And if you weren't working all this, you'd kind of just be flopped over. And so by pulling in your belly button to your spine, we're getting those core muscles activated. You'll feel that low back a little less. So we have 1 more set. Back to the first side in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So final set. This is it. Last set of these ones. I'm trying to hold and maintain our balance here. Breathing through 30 seconds, which is so much harder than it looks to hold this for 30 seconds in this position. It's not even just the balance, it's your ass burn. Your glute muscles are working in this one. Okay, so hold it there. 3, 2, and we will switch sides and do our final set. Okay, so this is it, the last set of this one. Same thing that you did right there. We'll finish it up with that. Okay. Strategize. So breathe through this. We have 10 more seconds left. Do not give up. This one is really hard, harder than it looks for sure. 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, so you can grab yourself a little bit of water. Come back here because we have 1 more balance-focused exercise following the same time format, 30 seconds per side. The resets total. I'll tell you when to switch sides. But this one is down on the floor, and it is a variation of our bird dogs. So bird dogs, we've done lots of versions of these ones. Today, this one is a little bit different, although we have done it in the past. It's been a hot minute. What we're going to do is get into this all-4 position with nice setup, the shoulders stacked over the wrists, the hips stacked over the knees, extending opposite arm, opposite leg, and then I'm going to reach it out away from the midline. So I'm going to turn to the front just so you guys can see what's happening here. I reach like this, and then I want to go away from the body and then come back in. Okay, I can't quite extend my leg, but get yourself into formation, into this position. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side and then 30 seconds on the other, 3 sets total, and then we are done all of this balance work, okay? Are you ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend them out, heel leading the way, and then just reach them away from where they started, bring them back in, and then reset. And we'll go through this one, 15 more seconds here. Trying to maintain that balance. There you go. Good job, guys. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1, and other side. So hustling to switch right away. We'll try to get going right onto that second side. Breathing through these ones, exhaling as you extend up. Now, for those of you who are feeling that this is a little bit easy, we have 2 more sets, okay? To make this harder, you move your hands and knees a little closer together. So if you would like to try that, it's absolutely optional, okay? But your second set starts in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So back to the first side, and if you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can walk your hands and knees closer together. On the flip side, you can widen them up a little bit if you are struggling a lot with the balance. There you go. Okay, so we'll breathe 10 more seconds, exhaling as you lift. Remembering that breath is your power. It really does help in this one, in all of them. And we'll switch sides. So second side. Let the weight. Okay, we got one more after this. Working with this controlled bird dog. We want as much control as possible in this one. 10 more seconds on this side, and then we have one more set, okay? The last set. The balancing, the bird dogs. And it starts in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Back to the first side, the last set. Let's do it. Good job, guys. We did it. We are halfway through on this side. Take your time with it. 10 more seconds left. Try to get 2 more really quality reps in. Getting ready to switch and switch sides. Good job, you guys. Other side, 30 seconds. Over here, and then this timer is done. So we'll try to make it as even as possible as to what we did on that first side. It's just have 10 seconds left. Not a lot of time. So we'll get through one more rep, the whole thing in and out. The timer is done in 3, 2, and great job, you guys. Okay, so you can stand up, grab yourself some water, walk it off, get yourself ready for the next part here. Or shall I say the first part of our conditioning. There are 2 parts to our conditioning today, 2 different circuits. We're going to be working off of a timer, which is good news. We don't have to count. This first one is actually only 2 exercises. One of them, though, is a single-sided exercise. So we're going to spend that allocated amount of time on one side. We have a little rest period in between. We're going to do the other side, and then we have a second exercise that we're doing with this one, okay? So in terms of time format, you guys are going to be working with our 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So we have quite a lot of work in comparison to the rest. The rest is really just transition time, okay? We're gonna get through 4 sets total, and then we will have 2 full minutes of rest once we are done this entire circuit before we start the next one, and that is the last one. So that is what is to expect. So in terms of time, 45 seconds, I'm gonna start the timer for this first exercise. I'll show you guys the second one on the timer, but I'm going to quickly talk about this first one. Let me just make sure we are set so I don't get you all excited to start and then I have to adjust, which I would have had to do. It's set for something wrong. Okay, so first one's going to be our high knee to side lunge combo. So we're gonna come to one side of the mat, have our knee driven up with opposite arms, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into our side lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, into the side lunge. Okay, so my low impact, you guys are gonna march and then work with that side lunge, and 45 seconds on this side, 45 on the other, and then we have another movement with this, which we will talk about when we get there, okay? So we are starting in 5 seconds, so get ready. 3, 2, 1, and here we go, let's do it. So starting on whatever side you want 4 of those high knees into that side lunge. Trying to work those as intensely as possible, regardless if you are jumping or you are marching, because you don't jump for whatever reason you have. So we'll pace ourselves, because this one is going to creep up on you guys. You're more than halfway. We have 15 seconds left. So we'll try to get through about 3 to 4 more of these. Yeah, let's do it. Good job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and we will rest. Okay, so we have 15 seconds right now, which is counting down. You are breathing, resting, making your way over to the other side, or maybe you're just turning around if you want to. But we're going to do the other side now, and it starts right now, because we only have that 15 seconds. Let's do it. So we're going through again those 4 knees into that side lunge. Remembering in that side lunge, we want to initiate that movement by pushing our hips back behind us so that we don't stay up and push our knee forward like this. We want the hips back in that side lunge. So 20 more seconds. Let's get it. Good job, you guys. There you go. We're breathing through this one. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so one more pairing with this one are our invisible ball slams. Welcome. So you guys are going to get yourself into a squat stance. Hold your air ball, your invisible ball in your hands, I should say. Push it over your head, and then exhale and slam it down onto the ground. So we're trying to use our breath, be as powerful as possible on the way down, have more control on the way up, and have a clear difference in our intensity on the way down and the way up, okay? 25 seconds. I've talked about this one before. Doing this with a towel, kind of slamming that towel on the floor. Okay, so it's a little noisy, so not the most ideal if you have people in your house, but it does give you a purpose and like something to hold in your hands if you are wanting to kind of switch it up from our normal air ball slams. Okay, 5 seconds left. Keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and now we rest. Nice work, you guys. Okay, so that was our first set. Woo! We're gonna do it 3 more times, which it's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna feel great after. And got one more circuit after this. Okay, here we go. Second set. Back to this first one, our high knees to side lunges. So we'll just pace ourselves. If you found that you kind of had to stop because maybe you went a little bit too hard at the beginning, and slow down a little bit, or vice versa, if you got to the end of the set and you felt like you could probably keep going, you don't want to feel like that. Okay, when this 45-second timer goes off, you want to be very willing to stop. Okay, you want to feel like you need to stop because you pushed yourself so hard in the set. 10 seconds left. Here it is. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job, you guys. This is 45 seconds. Nice little break from our minute-long rounds we've been used to. Okay, so we'll come over to the other side. Get ready, get set, and here we go. Let's do it. Working through this side now, doing the same thing that we were doing on the other side. Good job, you guys. So this one is a high knee to side lunge because I want you to get your knees up in that. So check yourself, make sure that you are having those knees come up, but your hip height. I know it's harder. That's the point. 15 seconds left. Very good, you guys. Come on now. 3, 2, 1, and nice job. Okay, second set of the invisible ball slams. Okay, so take a couple deep breaths. Get yourself ready. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So again, we'll try to use our breath so that we're exhaling on the way down, but also catching our squat so that we don't bottom out into the bottom of the squat. You want to catch it at 90 degrees and have that exhale guide you guys down. Let's do it. There you go. 20 seconds left. You got it. Nice work, you guys. Let's go. Don't stop yet. Only in 3, 2, 1. And now you can rest. Okay. Good job. We are officially halfway through the circuit, which is good news. But you got 2 more rounds until we're all the way done. Okay. Get ready for it. It's starting right about now. Let's go. Okay. So like I said, you guys, there's not a lot of rest going on here. 15 seconds, not a lot of time. So keep focused, stay close. If you are drinking water between your sets, keep it close to yourself. 30 seconds left on the side. Let's go, you guys. This is the third set. One more chance after this one. One more set. And work on these ones. Woo! 15 seconds. There it is. Using those arms. We got it. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, you guys. Nice. Okay. Other side. So again, taking those nice deep breaths between these sets. Get ready. Yes, yes. And here we go. Other side, doing it up, nice and strong. Same energy as the first side. Same energy as the first set, okay? Try to keep strong through all your sets. You've got this. 25 seconds left, you guys. Woo! You're halfway. Breathing, 15 more seconds. We'll try to get a couple more of these. The whole thing. Here it is. 3, 2, 1, and nice job, you guys. Okay, good work. Okay, so we have the ball slams, our third set of them. One more set, and then we are done. Okay, ball slam starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Let's do it. Slamming the air down. We got a serious sunlight glare up in here right now. It's blinding. It's kind of nice though, because it's freezing out. Okay, let's go, you guys. 30 seconds left. Pushing yourself through these. I know these ones can be a little bit tedious, but I promise you're going to get so much out of them if you just push yourself to that really uncomfortable feeling, and you're going to get it. The one that in your heart and lungs, that cardio feeling. You have to push yourself and make your body move your body faster. 10 more seconds to do that. And of course, one more set. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and now you can rest. Nice job, you guys. Okay, but only that 10 seconds that we have left before we start our final round. Okay, this is it. The last set. So we're back over to our high knee side lunges. Final set starting right now. Let's go. Last set of them. Final round of our circuit. Our first circuit. Only just one more to do. Let's get it. Good work, you guys. So we'll try to again use those arms, regardless if you are high impact, low impact. Get those opposite arms moving. 15 seconds left. Let's do it. There you go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Done that side. Good job. Okay, we have the final side, final set. Let's bring it on over. Get ready, because your timer's going to go up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, we'll try to get those arms working together with the legs, with the knees, those high knees, which you're getting all the way up there. Okay, halfway, you guys. Come on now, 20 seconds left. You can do this. Don't give up. Do not stop till the timer goes off in 10 seconds. That is all that is left on there. This one. All right, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great work. Ball slams, and then we have that 2-minute break that I was talking about. We're probably looking forward to. Okay, let's get the ball slams in, and then we will rest for 2 minutes. Ready? Here we go. Let's do it. Final set. So let's try to again tighten up that core, pull your belly button into your spine to avoid that arching or rounding in your back. Get that sneaky core work in. You're pulling it in. This is the last set of these ball slams for today. For the week, you guys, you have 20 seconds left to get as many of them in as you can. talking intense ones, okay? I want effort on the way down, like you're actually throwing something heavy, although it's just air, but that's okay. 10 seconds left. Let's do it. Nice job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and you are resting for the very last time after that circuit. Good job, you guys. So I am setting us a timer right now. So I always tend to go a little overtime. 2 minutes, and I just started it. So you have 2 full minutes right now to just grab yourself some water, walk it off, as well as listen to me explain the next part here. But I will not start talking about it for another 30 seconds, okay? So you just kind of move around, feeling really hot and heavy, grab yourself some water, and then we are going to do our final part, because that is what's coming up next. Here is our last circuit. Okay, we have a couple stretches that we are going to do at the very end of the class, but this is going to be the last part of the work. Okay, yay! It's probably good news. So for this final part here, in terms of equipment, I am going to be using a dumbbell specifically for some dumbbell pull-throughs. So I'm going to be moving that dumbbell around, not necessarily using it for like the weight itself, although the weight will influence how hard this is. So if you use something heavier, bigger, it's going to be harder, and vice versa, okay? So again, if you do not have a dumbbell, ideally I want you guys to have something, some sort of object to use to hold in your hand, whether it's like a water bottle or a phone or a candle, something like that, I don't know. And I will also give you guys a band option for these exercises as well, but that is what we're using it for. So we are going to start talking about it. Let's do it. Following the same time format as the first part, that first circuit we just did, that 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, okay? So this is going to be another fast-paced circuit. We have 3 exercises, 3 different ones, all right? We don't have any of those single-sided ones. So what you guys are going to do is follow each of these for 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We'll be repeating 4 rounds total, and then once we're done those 4, we are done, okay? And we have just a couple of quick stretches, but the work will be done. So this is all I need from you guys is these next 4 rounds of this circuit. So I'm going to talk about our first exercise. There's my 2-minute timer. This is why I put a timer on to talk. First exercise is our lateral balance. Now these are super familiar. We've been here before, and we are here again. You guys are going to be doing these for 45 seconds, laterally bounding from side to side. Okay, we're going to go right side and left side, working through this one for 45 seconds, and then I will show you the other 2 on the timer because we've been there before for a little. It's been a little bit, but we have done them before. Okay, are you ready for this? That's the first one. Starting in 5 seconds. Okay, so get set. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we're loading up one leg, using opposite hand to guide us and try to bound us, landing as softly as possible, side to side. Let's get it. Now, if you do not jump, you probably presume that you just take the jump out of this one, okay? So we're going to take that step and just tap our foot behind us rather than actually like take off and land side to side. Let's get it, you guys. Now, last time we did these for a minute, so this is probably going to feel kind of nice. We only have to do them for 45. It's not a huge difference. 10 seconds left. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, so the next one's that dumbbell pull through. So you're going to need your object, whatever you're holding. If you're using bands, you can just put the bands around your wrist like this. We're going to get into a plank position with that dumbbell over to one side. Get ourselves up into a plank, and then pick it up and put it down on the other side. So pick it up, pull it through, and put it down. And then we're working through this for our 45 seconds. Now, if you have a band around your wrist, you can just lift one arm at a time and just reach it away from the plank, and that will be you instead of pulling the dumbbell through. Okay, but again, you can use anything in place of the dumbbell. The sun is like giving me life as well as like blinding me. Let's do it. 15 seconds, you guys. So trying to keep the hips as stable as possible so they're not shifting too much. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and nice work. You can stand yourself up. The last one is our athletic burpee. Woo! So for 45 seconds, you guys are going to be needing some space. So I'm going to move my dumbbell out of the way. I'm going to jump myself down to a plank, come back in, and then jump up high, going through this athletic burpee. If you're low impact, then step out, step in, rather than jump in, jump out, okay? So you guys have 30 seconds. Timer already started. Hopefully you have 2. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's get it. Okay, so just an athletic one, which means that we're not doing the push-up. We're not going chest to the floor all the way down to a full-on burpee. Probably good news, okay? 15 seconds left, you guys. I like these ones because you can do them a lot quicker. Obviously, they're a little less taxing on the upper body muscles as well. And they really do get the cardio going, which is the goal. 3, 2, and rest. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so that was our circuit. We're going to do it again. 3 more sets, and we are out of here. Okay, quick stretch. And we are done. Back to the first one. Here we go. Lateral bounds. Let's do it. So the timer has started. So have you. So we're trying to have control more than anything. Okay, there's no sense in you going, super fast if you are out of control and kind of flopping all over the place and your knees doing a bunch of weird stuff. You want that alignment of your knee, your ankle, your hip. We want to use the leg muscles to push ourselves off side to side. Let's do it. 15 seconds left. Nice job. Let's go. Lateral bounds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Great work. Okay. Down into our plank position. Woo. So you guys are going to be holding that plank now again with these pull-throughs, which start in 3, 2. Here we go. Okay, so you started. We want to maintain the plank. We're pulling the dumbbell through. Most importantly in this is maintaining the stability of your hips. So we don't want that tilting, shifting happening. If you can't control that, try widening up your feet. It's going to make your support wider, and it will make it feel a lot easier to do that. You can also try squeezing your butt, activating your glutes when you're in that plank, which will help activate everything in here and overall just keep it more stable. 15 seconds. Hopefully you're thinking about that a lot by now. Almost done this set. A couple more of them. Good job. 3, 2, 1. And up you get. Just so that you can get back down and up and down for the last round for your athletic burpees. So move your stuff out of your way so that you have space. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we'll try to get as many of these in as we can. Trying to work with a pace that we can maintain more than anything else. Okay, so 30 more seconds. You need to do something for that entire amount of time. Something to do with an athletic burpee. Okay, so if you're not going to make it, slow down a little bit. Take it to the low impact if you need, but 15 more seconds. Keep moving. Let's go, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and okay. Third set. We are ripping through this. We have 2 more rounds. You are so very done. Okay, so we're gonna get lateral bounds. Third set. Are you ready? Well, ready or not, let's start so that we can get through this circuit and be done and feel amazing because we did it as strong as we could. We pushed our body. We made our heart rate get up to that uncomfortable level. So that is what we are going for right now. Okay, so you guys have 25 more seconds. Push yourself. There it is. Okay, so use the arms. Use your breath every time you push off. Exhale. 10 more seconds. There it is. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you are almost all the way done those. One more step after that one. All right, so get down there, you guys. The dumbbell pull through. Get into that strong plank position. And here we go. So with this one, once you've mastered that stability of the hips, once you've found it, you can keep your hips from doing that tilty, shifty situation. If you want to make this a bit harder, walking your hands and feet together will make that more challenging. Or instead of doing that, what you can do is just simply put that dumbbell further away, which means you have to kind of reach and rotate a little bit more for it. If that is one, you have 15 more seconds. If you want to test that theory, you have time with it. And of course, one more round. All right, you guys, nice job. A couple more of them. And there it is. All right. So we'll move that guy out of the way. Whew. Stand up. That one is, gets you going for sure. Okay, athletic burpees. Here we go. Let's get it. So we'll try to work through as many as we can, regardless if they're high impact, low impact. We are moving ourselves as fast as we can. 30 more seconds left. Come on, you can do this. Let's try to get at least 4 more of these in. This one and 4 more. Ooh, you gotta hustle for those though. You really do. So we got 15 seconds. Can you do it? I think you can. But you really gotta go. Come on. A couple more. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Haha. Nice job, you guys. Okay. Whew. So here we are. We are here. The final round. All right. So we're gonna get her done. Starting off with our lateral bounds. Starting in 3, 2. Here we go. Let's do it. This is it. The final set. Okay, so we're bounding side to side and landing as softly as possible, trying to absorb the shock. And getting our butt down there if we can, loading up that leg. For 25 more seconds. Final set of this one. Oh, that always feels so nice to say, so nice to hear. That you're almost done. 15 more seconds. Sometimes you can go a little faster when you know it's the last round. Can you do that now? Let's see. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lateral bounds are fin for today, for the week, for the whole week. All right, get down there, you guys. Plank position. We're gonna pull that dumbbell through 45 seconds, and that starts right now. So let's get down and get started on it. So we'll really try to tap into the hip stability. Every time you pull that guy through, try to exhale with it. It's going to help keep your breath flowing. Make sure that you don't accidentally hold your breath. Sometimes it's easy to do. 25 seconds. Okay, when in doubt, just hold that plank. Don't give up on the plank. You got 10 seconds left. Maybe you can go back and throw in a couple more of those pull throughs. If not, just stay with us. Do not touch your knees down for 3, 2, 1, and now. Good job, you guys. Okay, the last one, the athletic burpees. Okay, these are going to take us into a full 2-minute rest period. Okay, so we're going to do as many burpees as we can, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's go. As many as we can. Athletic ones. Okay, so it's nice. You don't have to do that push-up, which means you can do more. You can do them faster. I want you to channel that energy right now. Okay, and try to just get them done and not think about how you feel and not think about the fact that you want to stop, because I know you do, because they're burpees and you're a crazy person if you like them, okay? But I want you to push yourself in them 20 more seconds, because you know they're good for you, and you know you're going to feel way better at the end of this workout if you just gave it all you got. So let's do that right now. 15 seconds. Come on. Let's do it. Give me 2 more. Go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and you guys are so very done. So again, I'm going to set us a 2-minute timer that's going to run for the next 2 minutes. That is just resting. Okay, so right now, all I want you guys to do is just breathe and walk it off and think about how you feel. What we're going to do is take this time to rest. I'm going to leave you guys with a couple stretches that we're going to go through. But right now, before we do that, you need to recover, okay? Because if you just did that properly there, which I presume that you did, you are probably feeling that way, like you need to rest. So what we're going to do is just keep moving around the space that you have. You can just kind of pace around your room, grab your water, try to take some nice, calming, deep breaths right now. Talked about your recovery rate, the fact that we want to be able to recover faster. And so walking helps, breathing helps. Okay, if you're just kind of sitting there and like not taking those deep breaths and taking more shallow breaths, that's not going to really help us relax. Okay, so that's why I always say those things. Now, as we are starting to calm down and feel a little bit better, like we could have a convo with someone if we need it, I am going to leave you guys with a couple of stretches. Most importantly today is stretching out your hip flexors, because we did a lot of stuff from those deadlifts to the bird dogs to the high knees to work the front of your hips. And when these guys get tight, they cause a lot of problems, including low back pain, knee pain, and pain all over the place. They're very common to get tight. So what we're going to do is, once you feel okay, the timer is going to go off in 30 seconds if you want to wait. We're going to come down into this half kneeling hip flexor stretch. Okay, so at least, if you're going to do anything, this is the one that you should definitely do. Okay, we're going to hold this for 60 seconds per side, because anything less than 60 seconds really doesn't give us the benefit of holding this stretch. We want to hold until we feel tension in the front of the hip. So we'll get that by doing the pelvic tilt. I like to hold onto a wall, so don't have to think about stretching. Okay, their timer. So if you need a little bit more, that's my morning alarm. Help. If you need a little bit more time, just take, a couple more minutes. This is one of 2 stretches. Okay, it's a very simple one. We've been here so many times. This is a really important one to do. So 60 seconds in this one, all right? So just tension in the hip. If you want more stretch, you can reach that arm above your head like this, but it should not be painful. For me, that actually makes this stretch like too much stretch. So I'm going to keep my arm down and just work with kind of activating my glutes, squeezing my butt to get that nice stretch in the front. Okay, so we are 60 seconds. I've been in this one. I have my running clock up there for about just shy of 60, so I'll stay here for about 10 more seconds. If you guys joined me when I got into this one, that's a minute. If not, you can stay here a little bit longer if you want, or you can come back here and like use your watch and set a timer for 60 seconds. So we'll switch sides and we'll hold this other side. I like to do at least 1 set with you guys so that you get 1 set in, because I personally have never been very good at stretching, and I've learned the hard way that there are some really crucial things that we should be stretching on a regular basis, especially when we're doing all of that work in these workouts in this program that we're following. And so the hips is one. So we'll hold this here, 20 more seconds. Stretching the hips. So like I'm always kind of talking about, you guys can always come back here and do another set. If you feel like you are prone to low back pain, or you do get tight in the front of your hips like this is going to help you. And you're really nice and warm. It's the perfect time to stretch. Everything in your joints is ready to go, ready to be stretched, because we move them and warm them up. And so doing another set or 2 will benefit you. In addition to this one, the other one that I want you guys to do is for your low back. So we can get ourselves into this position, walk our hands away from our body, drop onto our heels. And then to make it more emphasized on one side, I'm going to take my one hand, my right hand, I'll put it on top of my left, and then I'm going to turn towards that left side, and it's going to give me a nice big stretch on my back, all down the side here, which will feel so nice after all of the stuff we did today, yesterday, this week, just from general life. This is a really nice one to do, and we'll hold this here. You can hold about 30 seconds to 1 minute per side. Okay, so you can stay here for 30 or you can hold up to 1 minute and then you can switch sides. And then I'll stack my other hand here, turn this way, and then hold it here. Anytime we're doing these kind of bent on the knees, I always say if you do have sensitive knees, to avoid that. So if you want, you can find a chair or something to do this up on. But this is the second most important one. Anything else that you guys want to stretch, feel free to throw in here. Like I said, now is a great time to stretch it out. So I'll let you guys hold that there. We are, woo, yes. Okay. All right, you guys, nice work. So, yeah, we got done that one quick today. Yay, we are done. Woo! So if there's anything else that you guys want to stretch, please feel free to do so because it is a great time to do that. But we're done with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanis, for hanging out with me in the Zoom room. You rock. And if you guys did watch the replay and you did it, drop a comment so I know you were here. Have a great day, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for Upper Body. Bye.